Good morning, GSHS. Today is Friday, October 10th, 2014. My name is Jake.
And I'm Mitchell. Let's start the show.
Clever vocal sample.
Alright, let's start off with some announcements.
To sophomores and juniors, a PSAT reminder, there are only 30 test books left. PSAT testing will be held on Saturday, October 18th at 8 a.m. The test prepares you for the SAT and enters juniors into the National Merit Scholarship Contest. To reserve your test, please register and pay $20 cash to the guidance office.
Do you love to sing? Love to dance? You love to act? Well, come participate in an evening showcase. Sing, dance, and act in scenes and songs from famous shows such as Wicked, Newsies, and Les Mis. A meeting will be held in the chorus room tonight from 4 to 5:30 after school to discuss the auditions and the rehearsals.
And from the French teachers, there will be a French club meeting on Tuesday, October 14th at 10:30 in room 259. They will be organizing and preparing for the Halloween dance. Now that we have those announcements out of the way, let's send it over to Dalton with the update on all things sports.
Thanks, Jake. Well, last night the girls' soccer team had their senior night against Cardinal Wuerl North Catholic. They won 2-0, both goals being scored by Alyssa Short. And the girls' volleyball team also played their senior night against the York Cougars, which they lost. Also, the guys' hockey team played their season opener against Keystone Oaks and took a hard-fought loss 7-4. And lastly, of course, your Greensburg-Salem Golden Lion football team has a game tonight against Franklin. Everybody make sure you come out and watch a big win. Now for some professional news. Now that the Pirates season is over, it's time to transition back to hockey as the new-look Pens played their season opener last night against the Anaheim Ducks. Despite a hat trick recorded by Ducks winger Corey Perry, the Pens got the win in the end behind a strong 4-point night by Pascal Dupuis. They'll play the Toronto Maple Leafs Saturday at 7. And lastly, our Pittsburgh Steelers will have a matchup against the Cleveland Browns Sunday at 1 o'clock. That's all for sports. Now over to Nathan with the weather.
Thanks, Don. Today it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 61 and a low of 43 with a 40% chance of rain. On Saturday, it's going to be cloudy with a high of 60 and a low of 44 with a 40% chance of rain. On Sunday, there's going to be a high of 64 and a low of 51, and it's going to be, once again, partly cloudy with a 40% chance of rain. That's all for now, GS. Now back to the anchors.
Thanks, Nathan. Looking good. Well, it seems it's going to be not the warmest weekend, so that's a bit disappointing.
I agree. I was planning on hanging outside over the weekend, but now I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, I'm sure Addie has a couple ideas. Let's send it over to her with the weekend update.
Well, there's a lot of stuff to do this weekend, but just never enough time. Fort Ligonier Days is the first thing on the list. This is the community event up in, where else? Ligonier. Up there you can see a battle reenactment of the Battle of Fort Ligonier. But if war reenactments just aren't your thing, there's always the vendors to get cool things at and food to eat. But there is always the football game tonight at home, or the many scare houses scattered around this part of Pennsylvania. But for those of you who don't like walking around, there's always the movies. There's Dracula, rated PG-13, Gone Girl, rated R, The Judge, also rated R, The Box Trolls in both 2D and 3D, rated PG, and Annabelle, rated R. I hope I gave you guys some more options for this weekend. Now, to that kooky kid, Matt, with a report on a TV show.
Supernatural. It's a TV series that first aired in 2005, and it's still running. Its 10th season went on last Tuesday, and the show is still going strong. The TV show is your average brotherly love show, except the fact that there are werewolves, vampires, demons, angels, You know, the typical supernatural stuff. Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki star on the TV show and play Dean and Sam Winchester, respectively. They are hunters, which means they hunt and kill these said vampires, werewolves, and etc. Their mother was killed by a demon, which made their father become obsessed with finding this demon and killing it, in which he raised his kids, which are Sam and Dean, as hunters. They never had a normal life, although Sam really wanted one. He eventually breaks away from his dad and brother and goes to law school. This is where the show starts. Dean comes to Sam and tells him that Dad is missing and he wants Sam to help find Dad. They go to find him, but have no luck. They end up hunting a woman in white, which is basically a ghost. They return home, finding Sam's girlfriend dead. So from then on, Sam and Dean hunt together and go try to find their dad. The show is a mix of a sci-fi, horror, and action. It's a really good show. I suggest you watch it. That's all for this report. Now back to the anchors.
So I guess there's a couple of good movies, Al. I might just spend my weekend at the theater.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have for today's news show.
Stay classy, GS. Have a nice weekend.